Hey Sagittarius, welcome to Sweet Tea Astrology and Tarot. My name is Erica. Thanks for being here. I'm glad that you found me. This is your June full moon oracle card reading where I'm going to pull a card from the Illuminated Tarot deck. This is a deck by Caitlin Keegan, and she has taken the major arcana and condensed them into the minor arcana, and this can actually be used as a regular playing deck. But I've written on it, made it my own. We'll get to that in a minute. Also going to pull a card for you from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck by Elena Fairchild. The artwork is by Autumn Sky Morrison. And finally, I'm going to pull for you from the Sage Goddess Gemstone Oracle deck. So, since this is your full moon oracle card reading, I'm going to talk to you a minute about the full moon. We're going to experience the full moon on June 8th or 9th, depending on where you live on the planet. And it will be at almost 19 degrees of Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, you're going to be feeling rather emotional, probably even a little triggered. Maybe seeing things for the reality that it is in the light that it is, or something maybe coming to light. This full moon is playing very well with Saturn. Saturn is transiting through your sign right now. Most of you know that. Saturn is the planet that represents limitation, structure, and containment. If you follow this channel regularly, you know that I think of Saturn as the building code inspector. We have 12 houses on the astrological wheel of each of our own personal natal charts, and Saturn makes a transit through each one of those houses. Each one of those transits lasts about 2.5 years. Right now, Saturn is in your first house, Sagittarius. This is the house of your physical body, your appearance, and your personality. The first house is the house of you and your body. It's how the world sees you. It's the physical embodiment of who you are and how the world sees you. So, illumination in that first house. On the very same day, we're going to be experiencing Jupiter going direct in Libra. Jupiter is the biggest planet in our solar system, and it is a gas giant. When I think of Jupiter, I think of a hot air balloon, because it expands wherever it goes. Jupiter is associated with increase, expansion, excess, and achievement. This is occurring in your 11th house. The 11th house deals with your friends, your groups, your memberships, teams, and associations that you may belong to. It also deals with your future wishes, goals, and dreams, or your bucket list. I also see the 11th house as the house of the internet. So it could be that there's a lot of stuff going on for you, either in your friendship circle or in the internet circle, like your Facebook friends, that sort of stuff, or a lot of just even bucket list reflection going on, depending on what's happening for you in your personal chart. So a little bit more about this full moon in general. Like I said, it's almost at 19 degrees of Sagittarius, and the Sabian symbol that is associated with that is pelicans menaced by the behavior of men seek safer areas to bring up their young. Sabian symbols were created in 1925 by a clairvoyant named Elsie Wheeler, and they are used to represent 0 to 30 degrees of each of the zodiac signs of the astrological wheel. So, one other final piece of information about this full moon that I'd like to share with you is that the June full moon is also known as the strawberry full moon. So, Sagittarius, let me start by shuffling the Illuminated Tarot deck for you. I've actually tried to shoot this video for you before earlier this morning. However, we had a line of storms blow through here last night, and they were very, very powerful. My power stayed on throughout the entirety of that storm and everything. I woke up with power, but at 8:30 this morning the lights went out, and the lights pretty much just came back on, and I was mid-reading. So, I stopped. Just because there was no way you were going to be able to see what was being talked about. I could barely see what was going on. My house is pretty dark anyways, so I had to turn on a lot of my lights and open up the windows and the blinds to try to give y'all some good light in here. And even after that, I have to edit it on a computer and do the fix for light, just so y'all can see really. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. So this is the second attempt for my Sagittarius full moon oracle video. Oh, wow. You had a card fly out of the deck while I was shuffling. And it's the moon card. I'm going to cut the deck for you, Sagittarius, and I'm also going to pull another card. If you're new to this channel or you've never heard me explain an extra card before, I consider these lagniappe. Lagniappe is a word that we use here in Louisiana, the state that I've adopted as my home state. Lagniappe is a term that we use for a little something extra. So, now let me shuffle for you from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck by Elena Fairchild. The artwork is once again by Autumn Skye Morrison. It may feel like something's out of your hands when it comes to the full moon, the way that that card flew out of my hands. It just kind of, not only did it fly out of my hands, it landed and it was face up. So it's like, it may be out of your hand, the truth may be out of your hands, but it's still being revealed in some way or another. Not that you're keeping secrets per se, but it's like there's something that's coming out that you don't have any control over. But the truth is revealed nonetheless. Here is your oracle card from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. And finally, from the Sage Goddess Gemstone Oracle card deck, for my Sagittarius viewers and friends, for this full moon energy. You had 2 cards fly out of the deck. 2. There's your 2, Sagittarius. Alright, y'all. It's going to feel like some stuff is coming to light. It may be unexpected. It may feel like stuff is out of your hands or out of your control. What I'm going to do is flip these cards over. I'm going to meditate and also look at your astrology notes. And I'll be right back with the best story that I can bring forth for you. Hang tight, Sagittarius. I'll be right back. Hey Sagittarius, I'm back with your cards, so let's get started. So I've got the moon card that I was telling you about that fell out. It literally shot out of the deck while I was shuffling, right? This 8 of Hearts is representative of the major arcana card, the moon. The moon is in the Rider-Waite Tarot, representative of Pisces. And well, when I think of the moon, I think of water signs in general because the moon rules the tides. It moves water, right? So the moon is actually Cancer's ruling luminary. In the Rider-Waite, this moon card, this moon card represents, like I said, Pisces, which is reflective of the energy of compassion. It also means following your instincts or trusting your intuition. This 8 of Hearts is reflective of the 8 of Cups sword as well, or the 8 of Cups card as well. I'm sorry. The 8 of Cups is a card that deals with change. And it can deal with escapism and disappointment. But that card also has the picture of a figure actually walking away from something that's taken a long time to build. The 8 also speaks to the 8th house on the astrological wheel. And Sagittarius, you're going to have a lot of 8th house focus by the end of the month. You'll have Mars, the Sun, and Mercury in the 8th house, and at the very end of the month there's going to be a new moon in that 8th house. The 8th house is traditionally ruled by Scorpio. That's the house of life, death, and rebirth. It's the house of transformation, regeneration, metamorphosis. It deals with other people's money. It's a house of sexuality. It deals with instinct, our instincts, primal, basic, or human as well. This card deals with subtlety, instincts, and mystery. So like I said before, it could be that there are things that are coming to light, and it may be because of the full moon. It may be the full moon light that reveals what's going on. It shows the it either reveals your instincts or heightens your instincts and illuminates the mystery or the subtlety that's been going on around you. Now, the second card that I pulled for you is the Jack of Spades. This guy deals with potential or caution. So around the full moon, there should be at least the acknowledgement that there is potential for certain things and that there may need to be some caution used as well. This Jack of Spades is representative of also the Knight of Swords. And when I think of the Knights, I think of them as either it's motion, like motion in the situation, movement in the situation, or it could be a messenger. They're also, with it being the Knight of Swords, this is an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This Knight of Swords is opinionated and hasty, and that can sound a little bit like you sometimes, Sagittarius. I'm not hating. I love every one of you out there. It's just the reality of it. You're opinionated. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and you're jovial, and you're always wanting to travel, learn more, run, go, go, go. The symbol of the archer is Sagittarius. Pull that arrow back as far as you can go and see how far that arrow can go. And some of you even want to try to outrun that arrow. So understand that around the full moon, there's going to be some potential arising for illumination in different situations. Probably illumination in that area of friendship. And it could be involving a Scorpio. It could be involving a Pisces. It could be involving a Cancer. If it's involving a Cancer, I would advise for you to just let them be during the full moon, because Cancers experience the full moon in a different way that the rest of us do. Cancers are ruled by the full moon, so they're going to be a little bit more in their emotions and crabby and defensive. So, from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck, this is the 22nd card of this deck. The very first thing that I see here is her face illuminated by the moon. Her face illuminated by the moon. She feels, she knows. Instinct, subtlety, mystery. The moon is illuminating something for you. The peacock feather right here indicates peacock animal, spirit, energy. So I invite you to Google what peacock animal, spirit, totem symbology would mean for you. It doesn't have to be the spirit totem animal. It can just be spirit animal. The expression on this woman's face is solemn and almost, well, knowing. It's like she's already seeing what's going to happen, or she's feeling what's coming up to the surface. She already knows what's going to happen before it happens, and she may not know how she knows, but her intuition is strong. The full moon may bring about feelings of heightened intuition for you. This card deals with a person, a situation, a circumstance, or event being illuminated. Clarity, though, is seeing the reality as it is, not as you wish it or hope it to be. So make sure that you're seeing the situation with clear eyes. The situation that you find yourself in right now may not be one of joy. But understand that with the fullness of time, you will understand the struggles that you've been facing or had faced. Like for those of you who follow this channel, you know that I survived a house fire 2.5 years ago. And I struggle with the ramifications of that trauma on a daily basis, if I'm being completely honest with y'all. But I do my best not to let it dictate my life. I just live around it. It's the only way that I know how to describe it. Going through that insanity, going through that loss, one, it made me realize who my friends were. And the people who I had devoted so much time to necessarily didn't devote that time to me. I saw how much I was valued in certain people's eyes and how much I thought I was valued. It's like the people that I felt like I should have no value in their eyes, I had a tremendous amount of value. And the people that I thought that I meant something to, it didn't really seem to be the case. My younger sister came to my house and helped me, and my fiance was my rock. Everybody else pretty much was like, sorry, thoughts and prayers. You really need to get over it. I started studying astrology, and then I started studying tarot, and I understood that it told stories if we just paid attention. So I'm understanding in the fullness of time that without that fire, without that trauma, without that hurt, without that loss, I wouldn't have had the gumption to learn something like this and to start a channel to help provide empowering information for people who are willing to listen. That's all I can do is offer it. I can't make anybody listen. My intuition is strong now. I feel and I know before it comes up. My point is that sometimes you have to go through hell before you can realize why you needed to go through hell. Sometimes you need to go through hell. And you don't understand why until after the fact. That whole, it's not the destination, it's the journey thing, very much applicable. Right now, you need to think about any decisions that you have to make. Think in the terms of your long-term happiness. Because you're undergoing a reconstruction phase right now, Sagittarius. Saturn's transiting through your house, that first house, especially you Sagittarius rising. Construction can be messy. Sometimes there has to be demolition before construction can even happen. And even after construction is finished, there is cleanup after the fact. Even though it's a brand new whatever, cleanup still has to happen. Just keep doing your part. Do the right thing. Be authentic. Speak your truth in love, even if it's difficult. That was a lot. Okay. Now, from the Sage Goddess Gemstone Oracle deck, the first card that I pulled, this is what it looks like. It's Apache Tear Obsidian. It deals with grounding, protection, and emotional healing. Hello, y'all. It can help heal and amplify the root and heart chakra vibrations. Apache Tear Obsidian grounds, protects, and heals. It also cleanses your emotional wounds. You've pulled this card because you are grieving and need support to release your emotions. Meditate with Apache Tear Obsidian to find new hope. Embrace joy and release your pain to the infinite love of Source. Source, Creator, the universe, the divine, however you see it. The second card that was pulled for you is Green Adventurine. It deals with energy, abundance, and self-assurance. This also can help heal and amplify the vibration of the heart chakra. So this full moon can be very heart healing, or there's a potential for heart healing. But if there's healing, there means that there's been hurt. So for some of you, it may be the hurt exposed. For others of you, it may be the healing imposed. We'll see. Pardon me. Green Adventurine is the stone of luck, abundance, and growth. Growth hurts, y'all. They don't call it growing pains for nothing. Bringing more of what you seek into your life. You have pulled this card because your finances, your business, your family, or some other aspect of your life is ready for expansion. Meditate with Green Adventurine for a zestful approach to life, renewed assurance, and prosperity of all kinds. Jupiter's going direct in that 11th house, y'all. If you're wanting abundance, Look there, especially you Sagittarius risings. Look to the internet. Look to your friends, groups, memberships, teams, associations. Look at your bucket list, your future wishes, your future goals, and dreams that you have for yourself. Assess and address all of those things for Jupiter to give you the biggest blessings in that area. And allow that full moon to bring whatever needs to come to the surface up. And deal with your emotions in an appropriate manner. Don't bury them. That's not healthy. Work with them. Work through them. If you do not use the energy, it will use you, y'all. Sagittarius, this is what I've got for you for June full moon oracle. There's a lot going on. It sounds like it's going to be a pretty emotional full moon for you, but that's not to be fully expected because it's a full moon in Sagittarius. You're going to be really impacted. I am sending you a lot of love. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you already have, I thank you from the bottom of my very grateful heart. I am sending you so much love. And please take care of yourself. Employ your self-care measures. Be kind to yourself. Save some kindness for others too, because we're all going through private battles in our world that some of us may never speak about to another living soul. Tiptoe gently in the lives of others, and I pray that they do the same for you, Sagittarius. Take care. I'll see you soon. Once again, sending you a lot of love. Namaste. Bye, Sagittarius.